Greetings, Meatbag. Welcome to the latest edition of Timbo Flunks, in this case, astronomy and mental health.
Today we're talking about astronomy. Yeah. We're learning about astronomy. Okay, so we're talking about astronomy. Obviously. We're talking about the astronomy!
The astronomy, just like the physics. Jesus Timbo.
So, but you can see the stars from Earth when you look at them. You can see, if you look right here, you can see the sun in the center of the universe. That's why Tim Dooley is the central axis of the universe, because he figured out the astronomy.
Well, he's right about one thing. The sun is definitely a star you can see from Earth. In fact, from any planet in the solar system, the sun kind of stands out. However, Timbo is not the sun, and the sun is most definitely not the center of the universe. Shit, it's not even the center of the stellar neighborhood. Forget the whole Milky Way galaxy. And speaking of that, our galaxy is not the center of anything either. It's part of a cluster of galaxies called Virgo. Virgo itself is part of a supercluster of galaxies called the Laniakea supercluster. Guess what? The Laniakea supercluster is one of many in the neighborhood. It too is the center of nothing. In fact, like all superclusters, is just a big collection of galaxies moving in a kind of flow. There is no perceptible center of the universe from where we are. The local neighborhood is moving toward the shapely supercluster. Elsewhere, other superclusters flow toward each other.
I figured out astronomy. I studied astronomy, and I figured out how it all is. Yeah, astronomical stream today, right? So that was what was on my mind anyways. I want to think about this because it's true.
No, Timbo, it's not. Neither in a literal or metaphorical sense. Nothing orbits you but body odor and ignorance disguised as wisdom. Let's look at some of his other astronomical observations, shall we?
I'll be the sun and they will orbit. They will orbit, that's what they do. That's why they're so upset every day, because they wish they could just have that warmth inside, you know? That light inside. That's what I keep saying.
You're thinking about the social situation in the wrong way. It's not like planets orbiting a star. Hell, man, you're the furthest thing from a star there is if we equate knowledge and wisdom with light. You'd be an early black dwarf. And we, the folks who make fun of you, are simply watching a nut job do nutty things on a public live stream. The people who come to spice up your chat, they're just curious to see if you're for real. If you had a metaphorical gravitational pull, people wouldn't come in and out of your life at will. The actual sun is a lot harder to get away from than you.
We suppose if you were a body in the solar system, you'd be a dead comet on a highly elliptical orbit that keeps you far from the sun for a long time.
I don't know, there's a balance to everything, right? You can't just go unchecked. If there was no moon, there would be no tides.
Wrong again, Spud Dud. There would indeed still be tides. They'd just be a hell of a lot smaller. There's another body in the solar system that pulls on the water, the sun. In fact, fun fact, someday in the very far future, the moon will head off on its own into the solar system. It's very slowly moving away from the Earth.
You understand? I think they understand. If there's no moon, there's no tides. The moon makes the tides, and so does the farms.
And here we go with the stupid moon cube shit again. Well, not yet, damn it. Let's get through his poor understanding of stars and stuff.
Side note, Timbo is out of rolling papers for his hashish and tobacco. Damn, that sounds gross, but as you can see by the jacket, he's not gonna sit idly by and let his shit go unsmoked. To hell with the stream, he's got plenty of AI music to leave us with. Talk about a skilled streamer.
And the light of the moon, a lack of light of the moon inside your heart. That's why these people will always wither. There's no light on the moon. Why do you think that is? Why do you think it's just a clump of dust?
It's more like a clump of rocks with a lot of dust on the surface. Those dark gray parts you see, giant lava flows. And yeah, of course, the moon doesn't emit light. Why do you think it disappears in Earth's shadow? But guess what? The Earth doesn't either. Holy shit, does that mean the Earth is the same as the moon? Kinda, but also no. The Earth is more like a moist ball of mud.
They can still not figure it out.
Pretty obvious it's you who's in the dark about things.
But they will one day. They will understand that it's about a cosmic balance, and I mean, there's a balance in the universe, so there's not wrong what they're doing. But life is not there. It's not where life happens.
Okay, Timbo, you can't just change up words like that. Sure, there is both no light on the moon nor life. However, you might be shocked to learn there's nothing alive in the sun either. Life, so far as we know, happens here on Earth, dum-dum. You know, the moist, dark ball of mud. You see, Timbo isn't really talking about astronomy. What he's really talking about is a construct of his own making called the Moon Cube. So named because Josh Moon made kiwi farms. Wouldn't you know it? There are quite a few pages on Timbo over there, and Spud Dud just hates that. Or loves it. See, now, it's where he thinks all the memories of the bad things he's done in the past are stored. When one confronts him with parts of his past, he says they're wrangled shadows from the Moon Cube. Literally, he has said that more than once. Get a load of what he's about to say regarding the people who create boxes.
Be like, let's hear from the crazy, when they create boxes and moon cubes and all of this. Those people are mainly crazy people that are down bad, that fell through the cracks of the system, that have some level of scornedness or some kind of mental issues or whatever, right?
Oh, Timbo, this is just too rich. The only person we have ever heard talk about making boxes and cubes for things is you! Those two cubes dancing around the screen, those are straight from your head, via AI, of course. If creating boxes and cubes is crazy, then Tim, take a look in the mirror to see a crazy person. You know the funniest thing, to the meatbag anyway, is that he's never been there to get information about you. There's tons of it already on YouTube. You just literally projected your screwy mental dodge on us. Sorry, Spud Dud, the moon box is your bullshit. You keep it.
Really, Timbo, ask yourself this question. When other people get accused of doing bad things, have you ever once heard someone say that the memory should be locked away in a digital box somewhere? As stated, our view of you doesn't come from your nonsense moon box. It comes from the insanity we see pretty much every time we check in on you. Not only is your concept flawed, people don't even need the moon cube to see who you are. Just thought you'd like to know, word about you is out. It's been out for a while. Anyway, thank you all for watching this. We have Tim failing other subjects if you are interested. Biology especially. Did you know urea creates bacteria when it hits the air? You didn't? Good, because that's bullshit. But if you want to hear Timbo talk about it, let us know in the comments. Have a wonderful or better day.